So when I refer to pay at close leads, what I'm talking about is companies that will give you leads for free up front in exchange for a referral fee when you close them. Now I've found 16 companies that do this, and I'm going to show them all to you. The most famous of which is actually Opcity from Realtor.com. Now if you don't know the story behind Opcity, it's actually pretty cool. So these guys out of Austin, Texas reached out to Realtor.com and said, hey, do you guys have any leads that no one's buying? And Realtor.com was like, yeah, of course we do. We have tons of leads that no one's buying. And they said, well, we'll buy all of them if you give us an extremely steep discount. And they said, okay, sure, we'll do that. So Opcity started buying leads from Realtor.com at a discount. And they put those leads into a call center to help convert them. And they gave them to agents. And those agents worked those leads. And whenever they closed, Opcity would take a percentage of the commission. They created an app to go along with it, and they had a pretty cool process going. Fast forward 3 years, Realtor.com purchased Opcity from these guys out of Austin for $250 million. So it's just a cool story. But let me go ahead and show you these companies I found that do something similar to that and might actually be better. So obviously we have Opcity itself. So you can just go to Realtor.com and you can sign up for Opcity here. Now, the Opcity leads I like to refer to as Realtor.com's reject leads, because if you remember my story, these are the leads that no one else wanted to buy. So if you're in a rural area, this could be really good. Or obviously if you're a new agent, you're not too picky about your leads. These are actually clients. These are customers that you can learn to work with. And they're not always the best customers. And the way their program works is you kind of got to filter through the lower end stuff before you even get access to the higher end stuff. So check out Opcity. It's a good one if you're a new agent because there's no restrictions on how long you've been in business. Up next we have Redfin. I'm sure a lot of you have heard of Redfin. Well, Redfin has a partner program. So they will also give you leads for a 30% referral fee. And I'm not aware of any restrictions as far as how long you've been in business. So again, this could be a good option for a newer agent. And actually it could be even more frustrating if you're too experienced. I wanted to check it out. I was just kind of curious, and they wanted to send out, they wanted all my past clients' information. And first off, I've sold over 300 homes. I have no idea if I could even compile that. I was not very good at keeping track of everything when I first started. And so a lot of my past clients I've lost contact with, and I don't have a list of them, and they wanted to talk to all of them when I didn't really want to give them all my past clients, because if I left Redfin, then they had access to my database essentially. So I wasn't a big fan of that. But if you're a newer agent and you don't have a database yet, you don't have a whole lot of past clients, this could be an awesome source. Now I've sorted these in the order of website clicks. Honestly, I put all these websites into a program to see which websites are getting the most activity. So this is an order of most active to least active. So these are going to get essentially the most leads, but they might have the most partner agents as well. So it's not really a good way to determine if you're going to get more leads from one company or the other. Up next, we have Rocket Homes. Rocket Homes has Rocket Mortgage, which is the largest lender in the nation. And so they are obviously getting lots of clients. This could be an interesting one. I have never signed up for this. If you have signed up for this, I'd love to know your experience. I'd love to know what you thought of this. It looks kind of like a cool program. One caveat is you do need 2 years experience. So if you don't have 2 years experience, move along. Come back whenever you do. If you do, check it out. I want to know. Let me know what your experience is with this. Up next, we have Stately. Stately's been around for a little while. This one does require some experience as well. What's funny is I've never really heard of this Stately website, but it gets a lot of traffic for some reason or another. There's customers coming here, and so they're getting leads essentially. So all these are essentially portals where they are advertising to customers, and customers somehow end up on these portals, and then instead of selling the lead, they're giving away it as a referral fee. Up next is Homelight. Homelight was doing some advertising a few years back, and that's when I first learned about them. I signed up for Homelight just out of curiosity, and I didn't get much action out of it, honestly. So if you've used Homelight, I want to know what your experience is. They do get a lot of traffic from what I can tell, and so somebody's got to be getting good at exposure out of this. Up next, we have Ojo. So I've never heard of Ojo until just recently. One of the agents in my network mentioned it. She wasn't a huge fan, but everyone's going to have a different experience. I don't think she gave it a whole lot of time either, so I don't know how their algorithms work. Are you using Ojo? What's your experience been with it? It looks like there's no requirements for how long you've been in business, so if you're a newer agent, this might be a good option as well. Up next, we have Agent Pronto. I have no experience with this company at all. I found this randomly, have not signed up for it, so I don't know much about it. As far as, any requirements, I didn't see any requirements, just browsing. So this might, be a viable option. It says top real estate agents. I don't know, what kind of requirement they have. Sometimes that doesn't mean anything. Upnest. So this one, I actually use Upnest. I've had quite a bit of experience with Upnest and success, honestly. I've probably closed 20, 30 homes with Upnest. So I can vouch this is a legit company and they will provide you legit leads. One thing I liked about Upnest, which is why I stayed with it, is that they were providing seller leads as well as buyer leads. Now on the downside, they are discount brokerage model idea. So they're essentially telling people that not only will they get a top agent, but those agents will give you a discount, and you kind of compete on the discount, which kind of not the funnest thing in the world, in that you're giving away, your commission on either the buy side or you're listing homes for less money. But they were pretty easy to get. It was almost like they were just fed to you. You'd get a lead per se, and my conversion ratio has been really high. For the ones that I wanted, sometimes I'd get them, I'd look at them like, I don't know if I really want that one, and I didn't try too hard on it. But the better ones I would try harder. I will say that my competition is very experienced agents. Whenever they're giving away this lead, they're not just giving it to you, they're giving it to a few other agents to bid on. And so when I've gone into these listing appointments, I've found out who my competition was, and they're all top producers, with tons of sales. So, tons of experience. So whenever you're going up against that, it's not going to be easy. But that's an interesting one. List with Clever. So this one looks kind of cool just for the fact that sounds like they're offering seller leads as well as buyer leads, which I like. I have not experienced this company. I haven't tried them out. Have you checked them out? Let me know. I'd love to know your thoughts and what kind of experience you've had with them. I actually might sign up just for fun. I might sign up for a few of these for fun. See what's going on. We have Fast Expert. This one, couldn't see a whole lot of information about it. It looks like there's no requirement as far as whether you're a new agent or experienced agent. So if you're a newer agent, check it out. I also like that it's a slightly lower referral fee. Most of these others were 30%. This one says 25%. Up next, we have Veterans United. I like this one automatically just because I've used Veterans United Realty, or Veterans United Home Loans rather, in the past. I've had clients use them. I like Veterans United for, I can't really explain why I liked it. It was just seemed like a nice process, a nice company. You're working with veterans, which is always good. And I couldn't see any sort of requirement for time in the business or experience. Are you using Veterans United Realty? Are you a partner? Let me know in the comments down below. Love to know your thoughts. EffectiveAgents.com. I signed up for this company almost by accident. I feel like I got an email when this company first started, and I said, sure, I'll sign up and get some leads. And they actually sent me a lot of leads, but most of them were crap. Now, I did get one closing out of it, so it's kind of interesting. And they are actually also partnered with USAA, which I found kind of cool in that I got a lead one time, and it was a USAA client, and USAA was offering them like a cash rebate, but that cash rebate came out of my referral to Effective Agents, so it didn't really impact my side. Effective Agents actually paid that referral. I was a little nervous about it because they're like, oh, we're supposed to get money back. I was like, crap, I got to give them the money back on top of this referral fee. No, it actually came from the referral company's side, which was nice. Soldness. So this site looks nice and professional, but I couldn't find any traffic going to it. And that doesn't mean that it's a dead site. It just, whatever the system program I was using to judge traffic just hadn't crawled it yet, or whatever, however they do their thing. I don't even know how they do it on their back end to figure out what kind of traffic it gets. So I have no idea what kind of traffic. Now I will say they're claiming that only 3% of people that apply are accepted as the agent. So if you're not experienced, this might not be even worth your time to try and figure out. Homebird, same situation. I couldn't figure out any sort of traffic going to the site, but it does have a nice professional site. So this might be something to check out. Now, if you're a newer agent, I would just go through and see which one of these you can get access to. Like, why not? Just get access to all of them. If you're more experienced, maybe just pick a few, because you don't want to, get too flustered on what's going on left, right, and the other. Mellowhome, similar situation. I couldn't figure out if this site was getting much traffic. Their website, it's similar concept as all the others. They're giving referrals, not leads. So it might be interesting to check out. And then finally, we have the Lenders Network. This one also couldn't get information on traffic. The website kind of looks bare bones and basic. So I'm not really sure where these leads are coming from, if they're coming from lenders or what. But they are offering a similar program where you can sign up as a realtor for the realtor referral program and get leads. So go out there, get some of these free leads. I mean, why not? The risk is next to nothing. And in fact, it is nothing because you're not paying for the lead versus just buying the lead up front and taking that risk. So let me know what you think of any of these. Which ones do you use? Which ones have you had success with? Are there any others I didn't mention? I'd love to include them in the future.